slow. Footprints deep where no man should go. Cold winds howl through hollers and brooks. Whispers of Bigfoot in the way it looks. Myths, monsters, and bullets in the night. Under a pale moon, strange glowing light. Truth out there like a blade it cuts. Myths, monsters, and bullets run amok.
Welcome back to Myths, Monsters, and Mullets. I am your host, John Methencamp. On tonight's show, we have Kelsey Livingood. She is an actress. She is a clown. Mischief the Clown. I didn't know that at first until I joined your Facebook. But Kelsey, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself to my audience?
Hello, I am Kelsey Livingood. Yeah, as you said, most people know me as Mischief the Clown. I'm an actress, a model, sideshow performer, photographer. I'm like the Jane of all trades and master of maybe two.
So, the way I was introduced to you was through Mel Heflin.
Yeah.
She sent me your name and said, hey, you should probably talk to Kelsey because she has some pretty interesting stories. And then I watched Night of the Dead Sorority Babes with you and Mel. And I loved that movie.
Thank you.
I mean, for more than a lot of guys will probably watch it and like it for other reasons.
Right. Yeah. There's something for everybody.
There is a little bit for everybody. Honestly, that aside, that movie was really good. There's a lot of twists in there I wasn't expecting. Your character in particular, you come off at first as kind of bitchy.
Yep. Yep.
Like a hard ass. And then you turn out to be actually a lot softer than what you started out as. And
yeah,
it's like, I didn't expect that either. But yeah. So why don't we talk a little bit about Night of the Dead Sorority Babes?
Sure. Angel Bradford also directed it. She stars in it, but she also directed it. And she reached out to me and she said, I want you to play this character that's just this raging, she's just not nice at all. Like she's terrible. She's not like mean. She just has walls up. She just doesn't want to make friends. She's not there to make friends. She's there to get into the sorority. And so I said, yeah, I would love to. I'm totally not that way in real life. So I said to just be mean just because I want to. It sounds like fun. We should do that. So I was like, yes, we should. Yeah, let's do it. And I did do some of the effects on that as well.
You do makeup effects, correct?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. I kind of figured that with the clown makeup.
Yeah.
But and when the not just makeup effects, do you do like the practical special effects too?
Yeah. Yep. So like probably my favorite effects that I did for Night of the Dead Sorority Babes was when Angel gets her fingers cut off.
Really? You did that?
I did those. Yeah. So
that's pretty good.
It was fun. We did not know if it was going to work. And so I'm really happy that it worked out. But that's probably my favorite kill that I did, in the film, but it's fun. I like it. Being covered in blood is my happy place. Honestly. It really is.
Fake blood or who knows?
Potato, tomato.
So how did you get started doing the Mischief?
So I started working at a haunted house at about 13. Mischief's been around, I think, 9 years. It's like 9 or 10. We're somewhere in there. But it was kind of around the days when Facebook started the live feature. And so my haunt basically wanted me to start going live, as Mischief, to bring people to our haunt to buy tickets and come see me at the haunt. It ended up really taking off. I don't know why. It was just me just sitting, vaping, and like hanging out in full clown makeup, just hanging out, listening to music, because you could do that on Facebook back then. Uh, and it just kind of caught on. And I said, you know what? Why not? Let's just keep this rolling. But when I was working in the haunt, before Mischief was born, I think, in the asylum at the time. I was a lot of different managers in the haunt. I did their costuming, their makeup, and I actually acted inside and did firewalks once an hour. I did a lot of jobs. I was just running around all over the place.
Did you say firewalks?
Yeah, firewalks. So every like hour, you just make sure that everybody's good. It's like a safety thing, like for like sprinkler
okay.
system.
No, here
Not
I was
like
thinking.
Literally, I do now.
I was thinking like
but
walking on coals.
Yeah, I do that now, but back then, no.
Really?
That's just yeah. Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen that video.
It's coming. There's lots of things in the works. But they asked me to go up and help another clown that was up in the clown room. And I said, I am not doing that. I don't want to be a clown. That's dumb. I don't want to be a clown. I don't want to do it. And they said, just go up there. It's just one night. Just, get her kind of situated. And then you don't have to go back and do clown anymore. I said, okay, fine. So I put on just whatever clown makeup I could think of. And then I went up there and I said, hey, what's your clown name? And she said Trouble. So I pulled out my phone and I put other words for trouble. And Mischief came up and I was like, Mischief's cute. That's Trouble and Mischief. That's adorable. I like that. And so I said, all right, we have to, make up a backstory. We can't just like have matching names and not have, where did we come from? And so she's the polar opposite of me. She's, 100 pounds soaking wet, brown hair, 4'9". I'm 5'5". I'm not that tall either, but she's like 4'9". She's shorter than me. So we look very much not the same. And so I said, we were twins. So she kind of looks at me and I said, hear me out. This could work. And I said, conjoined twins, but conjoined somewhere that's like not like when we got separated, obviously it wasn't lethal. Right. And so she says, the big toe. Sure. Let's go. Why not? It. Cool. And so, yeah, I used to like carry her around on my back or like carry her around upside down because she's so tiny. I was just carrying her around, but we really made it work. And obviously I'm still doing it 10 years later. So I did not go back down to where I was at. I stayed Mischief until I left that haunt. And I still obviously am doing Mischief now. So
That's awesome. That's awesome. So did the acting come first or the clowning come first?
The haunting came first. So acting came about 2020. So I've only been doing it about 5 years. Might have been 2019. It was definitely COVID. So it was around that weird time. So I started acting then, and that was a totally by accident. I do graphic design as well. And so I made a fake like Mischief Clown Motel 2 poster. They hadn't even announced they were doing a second one at this point. I just had watched the first one and said, oh, this might be like tongue-in-cheek.
Did you say Clown Motel?
Yeah. Yep.
The guy I just interviewed before you, he's in Clown Motel 3.
I am also. I'm in the second and the third one.
Really?
Yeah.
His name is
sure.
Michael Zerbos. He was
No
a clown
idea.
at the end, is all I know.
I have no idea. There were so many extras.
Yeah, I think he was more of an extra. He said he didn't have a speaking role.
They had
but he did get an IMDb credit.
114 actors on that film.
Holy cow.
Yeah. So, I'm sure just had a small part. I have no idea.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
That was off topic. And may get cut. We'll see.
It's fine. But yeah, so I posted this fake Clown Motel 2 poster with Mischief on it, and I said, coming soon to a theater near you. And I tagged the Clown Motel like Facebook page. Did not expect any kind of a response at all. And I get a message from the director, and in my head, I'm going, I'm getting a cease and desist. I'm going to get in trouble for making this fake poster. And he's like, no, I love it. Do you want, a role in the second one? Sure. I mean, why not? I say no. Sure, why not? Let's do it. So I did the second one. And then I came back for the third one as well. And that was fun. That was really fun. That was where awesome. One of my paranormal experiences happened, actually, was there. So
at the Clown Motel?
Yep.
Well, Michael, he said he had some stuff happen there too.
Does not surprise me. Does not surprise me at all.
Do we want to talk about that one?
Sure. So like I said, it was like 2020, middle of COVID. We're all kind of wearing masks or weird shield things. The Clown Motel, for those that don't know, it's in the middle of the desert. I mean, middle of nowhere. It's built right off of an 1800s cemetery. Very real cemetery. All the graves are falling in because they didn't concrete them back then. They were just boxes. And so they're kind of all falling in. And I think the motel was built in the 70s. I could be wrong, but I think it was built in the 70s. And it's so old, they don't use the beeper key cards. They use actual physical keys that you have to put in and turn to lock and unlock your room. My room kept locking itself on its own. I just kept leaving my room unlocked because we were going in and out of there so much. Why lock? I mean, we were all right there hanging out, so it kept locking itself. It can only be locked with a key. So,
What?
Right. So we were dealing with that most of the week that we were there. And so we finally just propped the door open with something in front of it because we were tired of having to go to the front desk and get the extra key to unlock the door. And so we finished our filming there. I turned the key in. We were in room 111. I don't know if that has any significance to anyone else, but that's the room that we were in. And so I turned my key in and we leave. So we don't go straight home. We went to another location and filmed for another week. So that's kind of important information. So we were gone a whole nother week before we ended up going back home. And so we get home and we're unpacking and my Clown Motel key was in my suitcase.
And you turned it in?
I turned it in. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm freaking out because I'm like, they're probably going to think I stole this key. So I'm calling them and I said, hey, I don't know how, but I have room 111's key. And they're like, no, you don't. We have it here. And I said, well, I also have it. So.
Holy cow.
Yeah. And so I still have it. It sits on my altar and I don't touch it. It lives there.
It's going to follow you for the rest of your life, it sounds like.
Probably.
Wow. Now, I've seen pictures of the Clown Motel, and like I told Michael, if I were afraid of clowns, I mean you would probably go into a coronary walking in that place.
Oh yeah, they're everywhere. The lobby I think has over just thousands. I mean, the whole lobby is full of clowns.
That's
Every
nuts.
room is clown themed. The door knockers are clown themed. There's clowns everywhere.
So Mischief was right at home then.
Yeah, pretty much. I didn't mind too much. The only thing I didn't like about the desert is that it was really hot during the day and then very cold at night. I live in Nebraska, so we're kind of, whatever we're at.
I know that Midwest.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're going to sweat all summer long and then freeze in the winter, but man, spring and fall are pretty nice.
Yeah, if it happens. Sometimes we get
If it
that
happens.
just straight
Right.
to the next. Straight to the next season,
Yeah. So yeah, sometimes spring and fall are like a week, and then
couple days.
Yeah, love it.
We're in second summer right now.
Yeah,
it's getting hot
actually,
again.
We're pretty nice right now. We actually were down to 38 degrees yesterday morning.
Dang.
Yeah,
and
I just got back from Georgia, so
that's
it
warm,
was nice and warm down there, and we come back here, and I'm like, holy cow, I got to grab my coat.
Yep, that's what we were last week. We were wearing coats, and then from tomorrow until next week it's 90s again, and we've been 60s all week. So second summer's here.
Yep. And for those that aren't from the Midwest, that is a thing.
Yeah, we just got through fake fall. The second summer's here. Real fall's coming after that.
Right. So what other movies have you done?
I have done Staycation. That one just came out. That one is very fun. Let me just pull up the the description. That way I don't botch it. I don't want to give away too much of anything,
Right. No spoilers here.
If I explain it in my terms, I might spoil something. So I like to just do it that way. It has Jeremy London, who was in Mallrats. He was in it. Nia Dune was in it as well. Let's see. Sonny, a quiet and mentally unstable photographer fixated on capturing the perfect smile, uses his twisted creativity to eliminate those who disrupt his world. And it's like a trauma thing. His mom was a photographer and made him sit there and smile, and he wasn't allowed to cry, and so that made him a mass murderer, I guess, as an adult. Who knew?
And maybe I shouldn't have told my kids to smile so much.
Maybe not. I don't know. Mine still don't. My daughter straight gave me a Wednesday photo for pictures this year.
Right. All right.
Yeah, yeah, and
So
it's
is
on
that
her like student ID card. They don't put the retake on there. They put whatever the first picture is. That's what they put on the ID card. So when
nice?
she brought it home and showed me, I said, "Oh," she said, "I did one smiling and one not, and this is the one they picked."
But if she's not normally smiling, I mean, that's what you're going to see anyway.
Yeah, her smile one was terrible. They both. I was like, "Yep, you're definitely the daughter of a photographer." Both of my kids will not for me. They will for other people, not for me though.
So is that a staycation? Is that available somewhere to stream or?
So that one is Smile Maker. Staycation will be out soon though.
Okay.
Staycation. I think they changed the name. I think distribution changed the name to Apocalypse Death Party. I believe that's what they changed it to.
Change.
Why, I don't know. I guess that's how things happen when you get distribution. I don't know. They tell me what to say, and I just go on screen and I do what they tell me.
I like that.
Apocalypse Death Party is what they changed it to. But that one has like Olivia Diobo, Catherine LaSalle. There's a bunch of people in that one. But in that film, that Mischief is in that film.
Okay.
And if you've seen RoboCop, like the little commercials that you get interrupted with, that's my role in Staycation. I am trying to sell clown vitamins.
Okay.
Yes,
I like that.
because it's a kind of a COVID-esque film. It's kind of about the the toll that it takes on people being quarantined for so long, and so I'm kind of a shyster. I'm trying to sell these vitamins that I know don't work. So that's my job in that film.
Kind of sounds like COVID.
Yep, pretty much. Pretty much, yeah. I said, 2 weeks, and then 2 years later,
Right. And I just had a question I was going to ask you, and now I forget. So I'm a horrible host. Horrible.
Well, you're fine.
It was something. Oh, it was not a question. It's going to be a quote or a comment. Whenever this comes out, if either of those movies are available for streaming, send me the links and I'll make sure they get put in the description.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can send you links for all the ones that I have out now too. I'll do that.
Okay.
After this. The Dead Place will be out this year. That has David Howard Thornton in it as the new kid. He's the villain, and he does talk in this one. He plays Art the Clown. David Howard Thornton does.
Okay. And I was like, man, I know that name, and I can't think what it was.
Yeah, from Terrifier.
Yeah. I love
so
that
he plays the villain.
Movies.
Yeah, they're pretty intense.
Yeah.
But that one, I play a double role. So I play the teacher, Miss Breyer, for most of the film, and then there is a nightmare sequence where I am Mischief, and I'm kind of helping clean up David's mess in this nightmare. So I get to be the accomplice.
So is this like in the same universe then?
No. Mm-mm.
No. Okay.
No, he's like we're gonna pull the description on this one too. Troubled high school senior Isaac suffers from visions of malevolent spirits whose hauntings intensify amidst an onslaught of bullying and a familial tragedy, pushing him to discover a capacity for violence he never knew he possessed. So he's kind of schizophrenic a little bit. So he sees David, and David is kind of tormenting him through all of this.
Gotcha.
While he's also trying to be a teenager, and he's getting bullied at the same time. And so it's a lot of relatable themes for a lot of people. Bill Oberst Jr. is in it as well. Trying to think of who else is in it. Beatrice Bupley. She was in, I think it was not. She's Freddy Krueger's mom. In the yeah.
I am horrible with names.
I am terrible with names too, so I'm sure I've butchered some of these names. But...
Well, like you can tell me these names, and it's like, okay, I can't put a face with it. Now, if I see the face, then I'll be like, well, that's that person. You know? It's just
you're like, oh yeah, that's them.
Yeah. Your name's Kelsey, right?
Yeah. Today.
Oh, that's right. It's Kelsey. Down there in the bottom.
Yeah.
I see it.
There you go. Like it's somewhere over there. There's a cheat sheet.
So how was it working with Mel?
Amazing. She's so sweet. That was the first time I met her in person. We were friends on Facebook for a long time, and she was always sweet, online, but in person she is just even more so. And she is very adapt to anything. She's just, yeah, sure, yep. She's the first one to be like, yep, let's do it. Why not?
Yeah. Yeah. I really liked talking to her. Like you said, she just very down to earth, and like any question I'd ask, I'm like, okay, yeah, she didn't hold back, and I really liked talking to her. So, um, other than the Clown Hotel, do you have any other paranormal encounters?
I do. I just have a way of finding haunted things, I think. I don't know. Or they find me. One of the two. But right after I had my twins, I think they may have been 6 months old max. We lived in a downstairs apartment. Their dad and our roommate were at the gym. It was dark and they had been gone for a while. And so I'm alone in the apartment with the twins. And so I'm calling his phone. He's not answering. So I call the roommate's phone a few times, still not answering. So I go out, onto our balcony, maybe it's the signal, right? So I'm calling both phones again. And finally his roommate, picks up the phone, and it's just a bunch of static. And it kind of sounds like he was imitating like a lady voice, right? He was like, he said something, and I said, this isn't funny. And I'm like, I am not amused. I'm really mad that you guys have been gone this long. So you need to just hurry up and get home. And so I hang up the phone. I walk back inside. I sit down. I get out my gardening tools, and I'm getting my stuff ready. And I look over, and our roommate's phone is sitting on the coffee table.
What?
Yeah. Yep.
Did it have a missed call on it?
No. Nope.
Holy cow.
Yeah. And so I picked up the kids and I went and got in my car and we left.
I want to give a quick shout out to Elite Mounts in Salina, Ohio. They make top-notch 100% American-made tool organization gear that fits just about any brand of handheld power tools, batteries, and chargers, along with other specialty mounts for your home workshop needs. You can check them out at elitemounts.com. And the guys over there were nice enough to offer a 10% discount for all my listeners. Just use the code Bigfoot10 at checkout. Enjoy the new episode format, thanks to Elite Mounts.
And I said, I'll come back home when you're on your way back home, because, no. Mm-mm.
Is that the only thing that happened at that house?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
That was the one and only time we ever had an issue. It was the strangest
That's
thing.
bizarre.
Yeah.
Does your husband believe in the paranormal?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. I don't know if he has any paranormal stories. I've never asked him, but I'm sure he does.
Just so, like my wife and I, we have very different tastes and different hobbies, and like I'm all into this. I've had my experiences and stuff, and she's okay, honey.
She's like,
you have fun.
like I'll be over here, not
Right.
paying attention to that.
Yeah, but I think, I mean, of course, she supports everything that I do, but
Yeah.
it is nice to have somebody who has experienced other things, or at least is open-minded to the paranormal when you've had these experiences. Wow.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. People have been sending me haunted objects the last 2 years. It's strangest thing. I do not collect haunted objects. This goes out to all of my fans. I do not collect haunted objects. Because it's happened.
what would make
quite
people
a few
think that you would
times.
want them, though?
I don't know. I have no idea. The very first one I got was a little clown. Coincidence? I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm scrolling TikTok, 2:00 in the morning, just scrolling, and this little clown baby pops up, and it's got like, the EVP, like the little lights, right, sitting on her lap. And I don't know why I even stopped, but I stopped and I read the caption, and it said that she was getting rid of a bunch of her haunted items, and she was being very particular about where this baby clown went. And so I just messaged her and I said, I don't know why. I don't follow you. I've never seen anything you've ever posted. And you popped up on my page. I just so happen to be a clown. I'm very drawn to this clown baby. And she said she, was sent to me by somebody else. She's got, a 7-year-old girl's soul trapped in there. She's really friendly, but she doesn't like a whole lot of chaos, like too many spirits at one time. And so I said, well, at that point, I didn't have anything else in my house that I knew of that was haunted. So I said, sure, send her to me. I'm thinking, surely this clown is not going to show up in the mail. She did. She showed up in the mail. And then that girl disappeared off TikTok, and I've never seen her again. Where did she go? I have no idea. Like, her account cannot find it. Cannot find it.
Kelsey, you might want to burn that clown.
No, she's very sweet.
It's like a Dybbuk box.
She's very sweet. I can get her. She's not very far across the room. She's sweet. Yeah, but I can tell when she doesn't like the new things that come in, because she will move herself wherever she's at. She will either fall off the shelf or move to a different shelf. Ever since we've been in this apartment, she just goes wherever she feels like going. She hasn't moved for weeks, so she must be happy with what we've got going on.
Did you name this clown Annabelle?
No. No.
This is what it sounds like.
And then I got sent she was tall, like a 24-inch tall porcelain doll. I mean, huge. But she had real wide eyes. Very, very creepy doll, right? So this is another one of those, just scrolling Facebook, and this girl goes, I've had this terrible luck. My life is falling apart. I need to get this damn baby out of here. I'm looking for somebody to take it. And so I said, I'll take it. I'll take her. So she gets her.
I thought you said you didn't know why people were sending you things.
The other ones I have, other nice ones I have, people just send me. But this one in particular, we did not have her very long. Let's put it that way. Because as soon as we got her, she didn't tell me she was huge at all. She just said she was a porcelain doll. She showed me a picture of her face. I loved her little face. And so I said, yeah, send her to me. She came in a box like this big. And I said, what did she send me? She filled the whole box. She was huge. So I pull her out, and she's got a very soft body, and she's got almost like a newborn neck. Her head just flopped back when I picked her up. I'm like, oh God, okay. So I'm like holding this giant, porcelain doll like a baby. This supposedly very bad luck, terrible, I'm like, cool. So I put her up, right? I'm like, cool. I need to do some sealing and things before whatever that is starts seeping into this household. No, it did. It did really fast. Our brakes went out, like all four of them. We had 2 flat tires. Yeah. Oh yeah. We went and smashed it. We smashed it, released it. Yeah. Burnt all of it. We were like, nope, not playing that game.
Oh.
Return to sender. No, thank you. Yeah.
I see that you have a Ouija board background.
I do.
Kelsey,
it's my whole wall. There it is.
Have you ever messed with a Ouija board?
I have not.
Okay.
We did the paper method when I was a kid, where you just, like draw spirals and just kind of let whatever writes right, you're blindfolded. That's what we played with. We didn't really do Ouija boards. So maybe that's worse. That might be worse. Honestly, what we were doing was not.
It has nothing to do with the clowns or the dolls, Kelsey. It's what you did when you were a kid.
Honestly, though, probably. Probably.
So you just keep receiving these haunted objects. You have a Ouija board hanging on your wall.
I do. My whole living room is a very big question mark for people that come over. We have my husband's a Satanist. So we have a very giant picture of Anton LaVey in our living room. And so for people that don't know who he is, they'll come in our living room. My husband kind of looks like him.
Okay.
So my daughter, when she was very young, we had that picture in my bedroom, and she walked in and goes, "Is that your brother?" or something like that. And we both laughed. We're like, nope. They're just bald and have mustache goatee combos.
Once we stop recording, remind me to tell you something.
Sure.
But go ahead.
Yeah. But we have all sorts of things. Baby heads. I have things from set. I like to take like something from set. And I'm not saying like steal it from set. I'm not condoning that at all. I asked permission. But I have a bunch of things on a shelf from that too. Ghosts. And then there's Dolly Parton. I have a picture of Dolly Parton on my wall. Why? I don't know. I just do. It's a very ADHD living room. can't help it.
Dolly, Dolly,
I'm both rainbows and the dark. It's terrible. My house is a walking contradiction. It's terrible.
Dolly and Anton.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then we
That's-
also have a framed picture of Tim Curry as Frankenfurter. Because
That's eclectic.
I found it at a yard sale and it was a very nice frame and I like Tim Curry, so I said, sure.
Well, I mean, that
It's
that
like
was
a
great
Renaissance
movie.
painting too, which is the best part about it.
It's like a Renaissance painting.
Yeah, it's like a Renaissance painting of Frankenfurter.
Hey,
I got it for $2 at a garage sale. I think in
That's a
Pennsylvania.
steal.
I went there for a convention and just happened to find a garage sale, and I said, "That's mine." Take it out.
Do you do a lot of the conventions?
Mm-hmm. Most of the time, I am out doing conventions. Almost every weekend, I'm doing either a convention or filming.
Yeah. You ever get to Indiana or Ohio?
Yep. I'll be in Ohio. I think January or February for Akronomicon,
Okay.
which is in Akron, Ohio. I just booked one, but I don't remember where it is. Tennessee, I think. So not close. I don't really
close,
get up. I don't like get up and east very much.
Okay.
I do like I get a lot of the like Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Florida. I get a lot of those. And then Midwest. I get a lot of St. Louis, Kansas City, Chicago.
Okay. Did you do the Missouri Paracon?
I did not. I've only done one paranormal con, and it was called HauntieCon, and I think it was here, here in Nebraska. And actually, that was like one of my best conventions I ever did.
Really?
But I think it was because I was the only thing there that wasn't inherently paranormal. We were just asked to come because we talk paranormal on podcasts and things like that. So they were like, "Hey, just come hang out." And we were more popular than like the guests they brought, and people were getting mad. I said, "I'm sorry. We're weird clown people. We look strange, so people want to come see what we're about because we look weird." So,
Well, I mean, you horror goes along with the paranormal. I mean, you would think there would be more.
you would think, yeah, you would
I don't
think.
know.
It was strange. It was more like if you wanted to buy like machinery to be a paranormal investigator, that's kind of more where the convention was geared. So that also helped us a lot because people were, there to buy. A lot of people had expensive things, and I just had like T-shirts and stickers and
Right.
fun stuff that I make, earrings, and so people said, "Hey, I'll spend $10. It's not $100, $150 machine."
Right. Right. And because people go to those things and they feel like I have to buy something.
Got to buy something, yeah. Can't just leave without, anything.
Right.
Yeah.
I didn't spend all day here to walk out empty-handed.
Did you even go if you didn't bring back a souvenir?
Right. I got to prove that I was there and I saw Mischief the Clown.
Right? Something. Got to do something.
Right. Right. So, how long have you been into like scary movies? Not acting in them,
Right,
just
like watching. Very early, like 8.
Okay.
I think the first movie I ever saw was Child's Play. And it was behind like a crack in the door, right? Because I had already walked out once and I was told, "Get out of here, this isn't for kids." So I went to my room and I watched through like a cracked door. I was like, and I said, "That's crazy. I don't know what they're watching, but that's crazy." And so from then on, I really was fond of horror movies, and my parents pretty much let me watch whatever. But surprisingly, I haven't seen a lot of the staples. Not watched Halloween. I've not watched Friday the 13th. I've not watched Texas Chainsaw Massacre. There's lots. I have watched like the most obscure horror films, but when it comes to the staples, I'm one of those people. I don't want to be a sheep. I'm like, everybody likes those. I want to like them too.
I appreciate that.
So for me, like when people ask me like horror movies that I like to watch, Trick or Treat is like my comfort film. Like if I just don't have anything I particularly want to watch, Trick or Treat is what I put on. I like that movie, and I like Urban Legends. Why? I don't know. I just like it. I like all of the Scream. That's probably the most popular franchise that I really like is the Scream franchise. And Final Destination. I really like them. I've always liked them, but it's more like I like things that could happen for real. that's kind of where I lean more towards what I like to watch.
See, because I had you pegged as an Evil Dead girl.
I do like Evil Dead.
Okay.
I do like Evil Dead. Yeah.
Like she just comes off as
Yeah, that's another
Bruce
like
Campbell
it's
fan.
obscure-ish, right? You know, it's not like a staple film. I finally watched all of the Nightmare on Elm Streets, and I said, "This is weird." It was my favorite. I don't get why people are unpopular opinion. I don't know. Everybody loves Freddy.
The
I feel
80s
like.
was a weird time.
Well, and I keep saying he's just like a glorified like pedophile.
He was a pedophile. I mean, there's no doubt about it.
Right. I'm like, everybody's like, "Oh my God, Freddy!" I'm like,
right?
I mean, no.
I can understand the Michael Myers and Jason thing better than that. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, Michael waited a while to kill kids. You know, it took him quite a few movies.
and that's all he did to him.
That's all he did. Yeah. It was just a. Yeah, well,
yeah.
I just feel like killing a kid today. I don't. Why not?
There's been times.
Yeah. Darkness Falls was probably the horror movie that scarred me for a long time. And I was about that age when it came out, like where I was about to lose my last tooth. And so for a while, I was in my room, like with the door locked. Nope, nobody's getting my teeth.
That was a good movie. I did like that one. Yeah. So without saying your most current one, your most recent film, what would be your favorite film that you've been in?
Probably Babezilla 2. If you haven't seen it, I will send you a link for it.
Okay.
If you like trauma films, you will like it.
I love trauma.
I was like, if you're not about trauma, you will not like it at all. So if you're not about the like unnecessary nudity and lots of gore and like fun plot line, if you don't like that, you will not like this movie. But if you like that, you will love it. It's great. It's a fun.
The only trauma film that I really didn't like was Tromeo and Juliet.
I could see that.
Yeah, I could see that. It's like The rest of them though, I laughed my ass off at. Love them.
Yeah, it's it has Jessa Flux in it, and she was in Night of the Dead Sorority Babes as well.
Okay, yeah.
She played the artist.
Yeah.
In Night of the Dead Sorority Babes. Yeah. She plays the Babezilla 2 is basically our take on like a Karate Kid kind of a movie. So we have a Mr. Miyagi, and that is Jessa Flux, and she has the long white beard and the goatee. It's amazing. It's the best thing you'll ever see in your whole life.
Oh yeah, when you compared it to Trauma,
yeah.
I'm in. I'm in.
It's the best. It's great. it's fun from start to finish. Definitely not for children. They go full Monty. You see all of it, frontal and back on some people.
I'm in.
Yeah.
You didn't have to sell me on it, Kelsey. I was already in.
We're selling everybody else. Go see it. I believe it is on. Last time I checked, it was on Fossum, which is a free app. And it's also on Trauma Now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Fossum, I know, is free. I don't know. I've never even heard of Trauma Now.
Trauma Now, I believe, is $4.99 a month, but I think the first month is either free or discounted.
Okay.
I would just check.
I do know Fossum is free, but you have to watch like 8 ads in a row.
Oh my God. I don't know.
Serious.
I have it on DVD, so I don't have to watch it on. I don't have to watch it with ads, but I'm just gonna make sure that that's where it's still at, because for some reason with indie films and distribution, where it's streaming changes all the time.
Yeah.
So I just want to make sure that I tell you guys that it is in the right spot.
And when this episode comes out, we'll get the most current links before we release it.
As of right now, it's on Trauma Now and Fossum.
Okay. Looks like I know what I'm going to be. Well, maybe not this weekend. Sometime in the very near future, I'm watching Babezilla 2.
Yes, you should. It's fun. It's very fun.
It's on my list.
Yeah.
And you sold me on it.
Yeah.
You sold me on it like double time. You were like that little shyster that you are in that other movie.
Yes, my name in Babezilla is Colonel Clamp. So I have giant clamps for hands. That's what I get turned into. I am one of the cyber skanks. The entire title is Babezilla versus the cyber skanks. So that's
okay.
Yep. It's nonstop fun. It's super fun.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. You sent me a link to. Well, you were the one that sent me the link to Night of the Dead Sorority Babes, and then another movie. I forget what it was.
It was probably Clown Motel.
Okay. Yeah, whatever it was, I watched Night of the Dead Sorority Babes, but I didn't get a chance to watch the other one, is what I was getting ready to say.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I may already
It
have
might
that
have been Attack of the Corn Zombies too. That might have been another option.
I don't remember.
Yeah, that one is same company as Night of the Dead Sorority Babes. Much different feel
Okay.
though. It's set in the 1960s, and Lynn Lowry is in that one. And Myrna. If you've seen any Acrostar film, you'll see some familiar faces. I play a zombie in that one. Nothing fancy. I play a townsperson for a little while, and then a zombie. But I like like I said, being covered in blood and makeup, so I don't mind. I was in that one and Return of the Corn Zombies. So my zombie character got reprised for the sequel. So, I said I didn't get piked, so I can come back. They said, "You're right." I was like, didn't die on camera, so I'm good.
Well, that's a plus.
Yes, it is a plus. Very
Well,
much so.
before we wrap this up, did you have any more paranormal encounters?
I don't think so. Not that I can think of. Those two are just like so significant for me. They're just wild, just nothing, not anything that can be explained rationally.
Right.
It
Right.
all, you're like, how does that even happen? How does that even happen?
And for them to say that they have the key,
Right.
but you have the key.
Well, and
how did-
I had my suitcase. I was in and out of my suitcase for a whole nother week after I left.
Yeah.
Because we went to another location. So I was in and out. I mean, I tore that bag apart multiple times
Wow.
to get clothing and stuff. So I'm going, where? I don't even know.
Maybe it's your sign you have to go back.
Maybe they're gonna keep me there forever if I go back with the key. That sounds like a trap, John.
Take a camera with you and a really long rope so you can tie it around you and hold, and tie it to your car.
There you go. If I turn on the rope, just pull in reverse.
Right. It'll be kind of like Poltergeist. I don't know if you've watched Poltergeist because that's
I have. I watched
okay.
that one and the remake. I watched both of those. I love the clown in those films.
Okay. Yeah.
So when they remade it, I said that's the only reason why I'm watching it. I want to see what the clown looks like.
All right. Well, Kelsey, why don't you tell everybody where they can find you?
The easiest way would be allmylinks.com/Mischief the Clown official. That has Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, IMDb, Indiegogos if I have them going on, things like that.
All right. I'll make sure I put that link in the description. And Kelsey, it was amazing talking to you tonight. It was a lot of fun.
Thanks for having me. I don't get to talk paranormal very often, so I jumped when Mel was like, yeah, it's mostly paranormal. And I said, that would be fun. Let's do it.
Yeah.
I don't get to talk about that very much. So,
well, once again, thanks for coming on. And hopefully we can have you back on in the future.
Anytime.
All right. And if you have a paranormal encounter you'd like to share, you can email me at mythsandmullets@gmail.com. Find me on Facebook. I think that's how Kelsey met me. And shoot me a message there, and we'll get you on the show. Till next time, talk to you later. Gotta go.
Once again, thanks to Elite Mounts for the new episode format. If you like this format better than the way I was doing it before, where we do the housekeeping here at the end, let me know in the comments. Make sure you're checking out all the descriptions on all my videos. Down below, you're going to find a list of all my favorite podcasts. Nevermore Hollows, Drunken Cryptids, Chumming with the Spirits, Ghost Gossip. So many great podcasts. I like them. I think you're going to enjoy them. Give them a listen. Myths, Monsters, and Mullets is proud to be a part of Midnight Realm Radio. It's an internet radio station featuring podcasts from the paranormal to true crime that runs 24 hours, 7 days a week. You can find a link down below in the description. I really do appreciate all the support I've been getting over the last couple months. If you haven't yet, make sure you're hitting that subscribe button. Like, comment, share, tell a friend about the show. That's the only way we can continue to grow. And once again, if you have a paranormal encounter you'd like to share and you'd like to be on the show, you can email me at mythsandmullets@gmail.com. Good night, everyone.
Shadow in the pines lurking in the dusky air. Bigfoot stomps through the woods like he don't care. Lights in the sky flash green then blue. Aliens descending with a secret or two. Whisper Shivers in the breeze, cold fingers down your spine. Ghosts in the graveyard, twisting through time. Eyes wide open in the dead of night. The myths and monsters giving one hell of a fright. Oh, Myths, Monsters, and Mullets podcast, spinning wild tales of a future and a past. Hosted by John Methencamp's fiery soul. He takes us where the wild unknown flows. Oh, Myths, Monsters, and Mullets podcast, spinning wild tales of a future and a past. Hosted by John Methencamp's fiery soul. He takes us where the wild unknown flows. Down by the bayou, you hear a raspy growl. Swamp gas glowing as the coyotes howl. A UFO